Streaming?
Why aren't you in the ninja thing? Why aren't you in it?
Huh?
Oh, because you have nothing to put there. Don't you have nothing to put there?
I have nothing to put there. Yo, we're
But why don't-
live.
Did it work?
Should've.
This is like,
Link?
You gotta send me the link though, dog. Actually.
bro, give me a second, bro.
You're pressuring me, man. I don't like being pressured.
Literal caveman trying to figure this out.
Okay, we are live. That is confirmed. Let me send you the link.
Thanks, man.
Links in general. Anyway. Oh, wait.
I posted the VLR. I made the VLR post.
Yo, the audio.
Wait, is our audio horrible?
Is that what they're saying?
Yes. No, I'm in it right now.
Oh, our audio is trash.
Is terrible. Yeah.
Okay, how do I make it better? Does anyone know?
God damn, we sound like we're in the 1950s,
You're actually a bum.
bro.
You're actually a bum.
Bro.
I'm fucking dying, dog. Yo.
Dude, this is
No,
Sound
it's
like
not
to me.
that. It's not that, bro. It's not that. Yeah. Open up OBS, bro. Open up OBS.
Yeah.
Go to desktop audio. Desktop audio.
Am I speaking?
Yep. Yo, we're audio mixer, desktop audio.
Oh, yeah?
Alright, click the three dots. Properties.
Is it gonna reach me?
Device. Whatever you're using. Okay. Let me see if I'm fixing it.
So is the mic maybe?
Dude, someone in this call sounds like an alien, bro. This shit's so funny.
Okay, wait. Is it better? Because it can't be mine, right?
Wait, let's see.
Oh! Wait, talk again? Talk?
It did not fix it.
No, it did fix it. It fixed it for me. Is this how you usually
It
sound?
didn't fix it for the stream, dog.
Oh, bro, are you kidding me, bro?
Yo.
It fixed it for... Wait. Maybe it's just delayed. Maybe it's just delayed.
Yeah, you fixed it.
Hey, I fixed it?
You fixed it.
Oh, okay.
You fixed it?
I'm him, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Oh wait, yeah, it did. It just took a second. The fuck?
Okay. Chill.
Holy
chill.
bum, bro. Holy bum.
Chill. Chill. Okay,
Yo, where's the announcement, bro? This episode's
Yeah.
going nowhere without this announcement, man.
bro, announce it,
It has
bro.
been posted.
Okay.
It has been posted.
Welcome back to VLR You Listening, episode 12. We got the Masters Toronto recap. We have Revoke Face Reveal. We have Elysium Return. We have Megan. I don't know what she's doing. I don't even know what she's doing here. Wait, did we
She's
start
chilling.
without her? Did we start without her? No, she's here. All good. I can't see her on my screen. Okay, we're good. Anyway, we're here. If you do want to see Revoke's face, he's in the thumbnail, so you can feel free to keep clicking on the video and going back, so we can boost our views.
Yo, it ain't that deep, bro.
So we can boost our views. Anyway.
Yo,
We're gonna
speed it up.
I'm just yapping, bro. Okay, we're gonna be talking about Masters Toronto. Crazy banger tournament. I'm not gonna lie, it was probably a top 10 tournament, top 10 international tournament.
Top 10.
10. Oh yeah, it's only in the middle, not more. Huh?
Okay. What would you have?
Top
What would you
10,
have
bro.
above it then? If you're saying it's not top
What do I
10.
have
There's only
above it?
been like 10.
No,
Bangkok,
there've
I
been,
think was like. Bangkok, I think was one of the best tournaments, if not
I
like
agree.
the best
I
tournament
think-
we've
I
had.
think-
I think Bangkok.
Do you think
yes.
Bangkok cleared Toronto? Yes or no?
No,
No.
definitely
Cleared it.
not.
Definitely
I
not.
didn't like Bangkok, in fact, because Bangkok, it was a lot of teams that doesn't huge comprehension of the map because the meta has just changed, and so it makes the game a little bit weird to follow. So I not really like the Bangkok, and I wouldn't put it in the top 10.
Well, how many?
It's-
Wait, do we want to? I mean,
No. This is not
we're
the
already off
subject.
topic. We're already off
Off
topic.
season.
But,
We'll
can
go in on
we
the off
just go?
season.
Can we go around quick first? What would you rate Toronto out of 10? Like just the entire
Like
tournament. The
probably
experience.
probably like a 4. Probably like a 4.
A
4.
4.
Yeah.
What would you give it, Megan?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
7,
Yeah.
maybe?
7?
I'd give it like an
That's
8.
kind of high. That's kind of high.
I'd say like a 7 or a 6. I think my experience was really affected by the times, because most of the time I was at work, so I couldn't watch many of the games live. So like that kind of brought my experience down. But I feel like if it was at a different time, it'd probably be higher. But for me, it's like also like a 6 or a 7. Yeah. But anyway, let's go back.
G2 didn't win, so it doesn't really matter what you think.
Dude, true.
Alright, bro. Well, we'll talk about
we're
G2,
gonna go to
but
the
in a
first
minute,
topic.
let's go to the worst teams. And let's start with by far the
Swiss
worst
stage,
team to
Swiss
ever go to
stage.
an international. MIBR.
MIBR?
They came in.
Aspis.
They came in. They didn't come into this tournament that hot. They were off the back of losing to Sen in G2 in Americas. They got 3rd, and then they lost out Esports World Cup, losing to 100 Thieves and NRG. Which is kind of tough if you're losing to 100 Thieves, bro. Like,
Here, why don't you
Yeah.
can we talk about
Yeah, 100
about
Thieves is
Austin
good.
a diffing aspect, bro?
Bro, 100 Thieves is
Austin
good.
is a good player.
Whoa, okay. I mean,
That's a hot
that.
take. That is a hot.
I mean,
take.
well,
To
we can
start
look at the
off-
score. It says 3-2, so I think he's pretty good.
13-9, 13-4, and then 13-3, 13-10, 13-9. Yeah. They got reverse swept, and I feel like this was.
Wait, what do you mean diff? That is a 30 kill difference.
Yo,
Yo, lock in, bro.
Yo.
Lock in,
Okay.
bro. Lock in.
And then, so they got reverse swept by 100 Thieves to miss Esports World Cup, and then they go on to have the worst performance by any team at an international. Not
All
getting
I'm
more
saying
than
is save
7
Verno, bro.
rounds. Hmm?
Save fucking Verno. Save Verno, bro. People can cry that he's baiting all they fucking want, and that's why he has inflated stats. If you watch this game, bro, he was just like insta headshotting everyone, and the rest of the team was just like staring at the fucking floor playing fucking janitor, dude. It was actually unwatchable, bro. Save my boy.
Put him back on energy.
Dude, for real.
Yeah.
How many rounds did they win in cumulate?
In total? They won.
Yeah.
What was it? They won 6 rounds the first series, and then 12, and then
I don't think
19,
they even got 20.
19 in total. Yeah, they got 19.
So that means if you take all of their rounds, they couldn't even win a series.
Yeah.
They could win one map.
It's-
They could win one map.
Yeah,
One
best
and a
you
half
can
map.
do one map.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember doing this and then seeing they got in this map they got more rounds than their entire last series. Okay, but let me ask you this. They went up against Genji, who until they choked were looking like the best team at this tournament. And then they went against Team Liquid, who almost beat Paper X, who won the tournament. Does that change the narrative at all for you? That they lost to two of the best teams?
What do you mean
No, 'cause
almost
they
beat
lost
Paper
convincingly.
X?
What do
You mean almost? They were down like 12-3. They came back, but I wouldn't even call that almost.
I would call it almost. I would call it if Patty Tech didn't choke, they would. We'll talk about Team Liquid in a second. I'm just saying, does that change? Like, they didn't lose to BLG. They didn't lose to like any of the bottom feeder teams. They lost to two of the better teams at the tournament.
I stick to my point. I think any team could have won this tournament. Any team, even Wolvisport, even MIBR. It's just sometimes you don't click. Sometimes it's not the day. Aspas was in a bad day. If he was in a better move, maybe MIBR would have been a really good team. So that, yeah, you can say that do change, but no team were really terrible in the tournament. You can't say, yeah, there are no teams that was trash. MIBR was the closest team from being trash. They were so close to ending the trash bin, but yeah, just because. But what you say did change a little bit the narrative, then maybe save their ass for this one.
Okay, do you think, let me ask this. So they're missing Esports World Cup. They're coming back for Stage 2. I've seen a lot of people call for Artsin's head, say he needs to be cut, he needs to be replaced. Do you think they're going to make a change before, and how well do you think they're going to do going into Stage 2? Like, do you think this is going to continue, or are they going to bounce back?
They'll
think
bounce back for sure. I mean, Arts. It's not like Artson was ever like that great of a player. Like, yeah, does he have a single agent? He's above a 1.0.
Yeah. No.
It's not Artson's fault.
And he
I
has
mean, they all
He
had
has
like a
Rays.
0.6 KD. They all everybody saw them with a 0.6 KD, and then they just blamed the lowest guy. I mean, that's not
yeah.
really his fault. They sucked.
Yeah, and he's IGLing as
Uh,
well. I heard.
To me, at this point, the future is absolutely unpredictable because they have a huge change in the meta. Everything will change. We have Terror Breach, Terror Breach, Terror Breach everywhere, and now we are just back to the Viper meta at 60% pick rate. So it's really hard to guess because it will depend of who adapts the best in the meta. It will depend if mentally they bounce back, and you can't predict if someone will get just destroyed mentally and this is over. They will never go back. They will go in depression until the day they die, or if they say, "Oh, it was just a bad event, and I'm gonna crush those people in my own league." And so, yeah. So hard to say. But if I will be in MIBR staff, I wouldn't make any change because this team was good during split 1, and what makes them lose that fast was not because the player were bad. Maybe it was not the best game plan, maybe they didn't adapt, and if you just kick a player right now, it will just give food to the scapegoat culture and the next time MIBR and if you kick someone split 2, people will not be concentrate on I want to be the best player, I want to be the best player. They will just think about any argument they can give to the staff to not getting kicked at the end of split 2, and this is not the best scenario if you want to be the best team in the world.
Roke, what do you think? You've been kind of quiet.
Bro, I've low-key been chilling so hard. Listen, this is what I think. Like, MIBR at this point, they have two options, right? Like, they either, like, lock in and they change something, and I don't know if that means, like, changing, like, their general calling system. I don't know if that means, like, someone else trying to pick up IGL. I don't know if that means, like, a small role change. Or they have to remove someone. Because, like, yes, I think going out 0-2 in this tournament wasn't a massive deal.
Yeah.
But, like, at the same time, this MIBR as an org is very legacy, and I think they want a team that can win, and this team ain't winning shit with this roster. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This team wasn't built, anyways.
Yeah, I think this team was built. Like, I think people were surprised by how well this team was going in. Like, even in kickoff when they got third, because Xenom and Cortesia, this is their first ever year in franchise. I think they're both 18, right? And Verno,
Nah, dude, Xenom's older. Yo,
is he
what's really funny? Cortesia is like 19 and Xenom's like 21, bro. Even though it looks like the opposite, bro. Cortesia looks old as fuck and Xenom looks like a teenager, bro. It's
yeah.
I mean, I can tell you the ages
this is their
right
first
now.
year, and Verno's 18, and this is his first year as
Yeah,
well.
Xenom is 22 and Cortesia is 20.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just lying, but like, okay, this is their first year. Right? I don't think anyone, and this is Artson's second year. I don't think anyone thought this team was gonna do much. It was like a building for the future type theme. The fact that they're
Yeah, I know, but they're building for the future for that team to win, and if this team's not heading in a direction where they're constantly improving and getting ready to start winning, then I see the org making changes.
I mean,
okay, the problem is there's not many good, like, if they want to go, because I don't think they go back to Brazilian roster, but there's not many good tier 2 prospects right now, and at least in NA, or even like that are 18 already, like for stage 2.
I disagree.
Really, who would you say?
Revoke.
Who would you say?
Like what are you saying for what role? What who? Where? What role?
I'm just saying. Who would you say?
I mean, like if you want a 1-to-1, like I'm not even gonna lie, like Vora for Artson would not be a bad call. Like I'm not even gonna lie. If they're leaning into like upcoming good like strong players, I think Vora is a really good shout. Yeah, that guy. Like, he has a very diverse agent pool. He has good ratings. He's on TSM, whose calling has been really, really good recently. Like, I don't see why not.
I mean, it looks like right now he's only playing like near Verno's role.
I know, dude. I know. But like, look at his agent pool, and then look at what Artson's playing.
Bro. Artson, KO. I mean, they play none
He
of the
can
same
fill some of
agents.
these roles, bro.
Play
Yes.
in the
You're
last
not looking
yeah, he
deep,
did.
bro. You're not looking deep.
Okay, okay.
Surface level
why do you think they
ass.
need to make a change anyways?
No, I'm just saying because
Like,
this is something
I'm
that's
not saying
been
they don't
said.
need to. I'm just saying that like if they, I think they will.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know personally. I don't think they should.
Let me
I
ask
think we should
this:
move on.
there
though.
is
I
already
think we
a
should move different.
player on this roster. NZR, he's still
No.
on this roster. He's played flex. He's played initiator. He's IGL. He can speak English. He can speak Brazil or Portuguese. Do you think he's coming back?
I mean,
do you think he's coming back?
no.
No? Okay, yeah, no, I don't think. Anyway, let's move on to the other team that bombed out. Mr. Team
Yo, hair
Heretics.
shits. Let's go.
Team Heretics. And let me say, watching this team bomb out was one of the greatest experiences of my life. This bumped Masters Toronto up from like a 4 out of 10 to like a 7 out of 10 for me. Just seeing the joy and I don't know, just seeing the tragedy of this team, seeing 229 FN crash out in chat, it truly was cinema to witness. Yeah, no, it was just amazing. First map they get 13-1 by Paper X, 13-9, 13-10, 13-9. Okay, Megan, talk me through this. What happened as the EU resident here? What happened to Team Heretics?
Let's be honest. I want to say something in the defense of Heretics. They lose against the two best team in Spice and the top 3 in the event. It's not that bad. It's okay. They just missed the event. I was kinda saying that Heretics was overrated when we were doing the show, and I don't think they were top 4. But I didn't thought they would go so low. But yes, Paper X and Wolves were amazing team, and they lose against amazing team. So that doesn't mean they're trash.
But at the same time, 1 to 13 is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
To be fair, their last 4 losses have been to the top 3 teams at Toronto, but to be the best, you have to beat the best.
Yeah.
So you can excuse them, like they lost to the 4 top teams, but this team's expected to like win stuff.
Yeah.
You can't keep making the same excuse.
But also, this year we've got a win for the ancient DRX player in the first master, a win for Paper X. Maybe
Next,
this is
a
the
win
year
for
of
RB at
redemption.
Champs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say, and which team needs the most a redemption? It's Heretics. After so many finals that were thrown, so maybe that's their year. Even if, okay, they did bad on 2 series, but you can't judge a team on 2 series. That's also why I really hope in Champions
I'm also
a
judging them a
games.
bit on this one as well, no? I mean...
Yeah.
This was...
Yeah, but
like,
Fnatic
the crumble
is an amazing
started
team.
here.
Yeah. Yeah, but... Yeah, I really don't think Heretics is the worst, is the best map. It's not in the top 8, it's not in the top 12, but that's not because they are not currently in the top 12 that they can't improve. The gap between the 12 best team in the world is really small nowadays, especially with a huge change of the map pool and a huge change in the meta. So I'm not too worried about Heretics. I just want to see next.
Okay. Elysium, what's your counter? Well, why are Heretics not going to win anything?
I mean, they get... Whenever a team has kept the same roster, they've never won. I don't think they're going to be the first to break that curse. I mean, everything I thought has been said, I'm not going to lie.
How many teams have kept the same roster for like 2 years?
Like the same core, the exact same 5?
The exact same 5.
Paper X?
Exact same 5.
Paper X,
EDG
and then they
did
changed
it.
their roster?
Oh, wait, no,
EDG?
Paper, wait, no. EDG did it, Paper X did it, Gambit did it, Fnatic did it.
Ascend?
They all lost. Yeah, Ascend, they still lost. Yeah.
For 2 years?
But if you have a core like that and then you switch it up, you usually do, you still do good. Like, there are way better results from switching, like, elite 1 to 2 players than just running it back.
I really disagree with that. I just think we don't have a huge of sample size, and there are not
What do you
a
mean?
lot of
What do you
teams.
mean? We have a huge sample size. I can
Okay,
list them all.
wait, let's go. Sen, they changed tens. They won. Gambit, they're a new
They
team.
didn't change them.
No, I'm saying like way back 2021.
Why would we count? Why would we count Sen? They changed 4 people. I'm talking about.
No.
I mean, I get.
No, he's
I
talking
guess
about
you
going
saying
into
winning
Reykjavik.
teams,
Going
winning
into
teams.
Reykjavik.
I'm saying they are almost no teams that kept the same roster for huge time. So that's why there are no teams that won an event by them keeping the same roster in a huge time.
Paper X kept a roster for 4 events. EDG did the same thing for 1 event, still lost. They did this. They ran it back too from 2023
One
to
event.
2024. Then they changed it, and then
EDG
won champs.
kept the same roster for 4 events. Champs 22.
Yeah.
Lock in Tokyo. Champs 23.
No,
Five
events,
Madrid.
'cause,
And Shanghai, that's 6. They kept it for 6, and
yeah,
then
6.
they changed it, and they
then
won immediately.
the first event they changed it, they win. Same with Paper
1
X.
year
Kept it
and
the
a
whole
half.
time.
2 years.
Paper
1
X
year.
did it.
Almost all of 24, all of 23,
For
and
EDG.
last event
For
was
EDG.
22.
And then look at Paper X. Paper X 2022, they had Benkai make finals. Then they go out in the next 2 events. They make 1 change, instantly top 3, top 2.
Dude, can I say my point?
Yeah.
I have a point to make. I've been saying for a long time, I think like the last year, I swear to God, bro, if fucking Heretics removes the fucking Pooh brothers, they will win a fucking tournament, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, let me
No.
get into this because I have a whole rant about this. Okay, I have a massive problem with like siblings in teams because this is what always happens, and I've seen this in multiple esports. Right? Either both are shit or one is shit, and this is the problem. Right? If one is shit, you can't kick one because then the other will leave. So you're either stuck with both or you have to rebuild and with a core of 3. And it is horrible. It happened in Counter-Strike with Henny and Lucas, bro. Henny was a really good opper and Lucas was just dog shit doo-doo at the game. And it's the same thing with this roster, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Boo is just horrible.
Happened
Like,
with
mini
Rise as
Boo...
well. Shanks and Poised.
Yeah, like...
Wasn't it with
but
Scream and
we will
so
say there
frustrating,
has
bro.
been Scream, my goat Scream and Navera. They carry
Bro,
Team
they
Liquid.
both left at the same time.
No,
That's
I know,
the thing,
but
though.
I'm saying they both weren't bad. I'm saying Scream and Navera were good.
They were, yeah, to be fair, like...
They carried Team Liquid
Yeah,
to
during that
multiple
period, bro...
internationals.
Yeah, during that period, bro, they're only 2 good players. But, like, you get my point. Like, it's so hard to have 2 brothers on the same team.
Yeah.
And Heretics, they're not going to kick only one. It has to be both. And low-key, they're both kind of shit. Like, I'm not going to lie.
I'm
like,
not gonna lie, Mini Boo
one
has
good
potential.
stage.
Like, he has potential.
But he's so inconsistent, bro.
But I will say...
Stage to stage. Yeah,
I'm not sure about this guy. Ricardo.
Exactly, and then if you kick him, you have to kick both. And, like, there's so many good duelists coming up in EMEA. Like, why not?
I think, guys, you tend to forget that Boo is a IGL Heretics, and it's
We
really
know,
hard
we
to
know,
find
we know.
a good IGL.
We know.
You
Get
hate,
safe
you
on
hate,
this team, bro.
You hate IGL of Boo?
Yeah, his IGL is not like that good enough to warrant keeping him. Like Boaster, like okay, compare Boo to Boaster because they have similar stats, right? Like let me pull up Boaster. Like he and like Boaster's like might be like a bit lower on some agents, but like they have similar stats. But you will always keep Boaster even despite his stats because he's that good in IGL. You can't say that about Boo. You know, like, there's no round where you're like, I'm thinking, like, oh my god, Boo is, like, this perfect IGL. Like, this is why Team Heretics need him. You know? But, like, with Boaster, it's, like, a thing. You know,
It's
like,
not
he
just calling,
justifies
too. It's about leadership quality, right? Like, when you look at Boaster, like, you can tell, like, he's respected by all his teammates. He's a good leader. He always does the pep talks. He always does so much prep. Like,
so
he
you're
does
saying,
all the
you're
practice
saying no one
and everything.
respects Boo? Benji Fishy doesn't respect
Don't say
Boo?
No
Yeah,
one respects
all
Boo.
the
That's what I'm
arguments
saying,
you
bro.
say that you can't.
I'm
know
sorry,
that
Boo was my
that's the case
IGL,
for
bro,
Boo.
and he said, guys, I have stats prepared. I'd just spit in his face, bro. I'm good. I'm just saying.
Wait, so when Safe said that if they get 5 rounds, his mom's going to give him a blow, did that make respect or no, you think?
Deadass.
Well,
Plus rep, bro.
let's put it this way. If Boo asked me to do a TikTok, I'd probably block him. If Boaster did it, I'm down.
Dude, real. You seen the you seen the TikToks that Crashies and fucking Boaster do? That's team building. Where is that from Boo? I don't
Bro,
see
they do karaoke, they do all that, bro. I mean, to be
That's
fair,
what
I
I'm
will
saying.
say, Team Heritage, they seem like they're close. Like, they seem like close together. But I don't know. Like, I haven't seen like much from them.
I will be honest. I think if you remove the Boo brother, you will not find better player in Heretics. That is not. I don't think it's the organization with the most of means. So the team will just
Listen,
get worse and worse.
They need an IGL, right?
Oh no.
They need an IGL, right?
They need a true leader, bro.
They need a true leader who will put everything, even his mom, on the line to win.
Yeah. And it's I suppose Boo can't propose that to mini Boo. That will be really weird. We will avoid this.
You could buy out Safe and what's that one rookie's name? Like Sivov or I don't remember.
Oh, Sivov? But he won. Okay, Job Life like stole all of EMEA's like best prospects. Like Shin would have gone crazy, right? Purpa would have gone, or I don't know about him. Sivov, Chiwa, and Shin, like they're all crazy, bro. You know, like this guy less so. But I don't. This guy, if he comes back,
Mates are gonna have to lock into Win Ascension.
But yeah, no, I want to see Shin back in Tier 1 so bad, man. I want to see him back so bad. He deserves it. Anyway, let's ask for Team Heretics.
Next team.
No, just real quick. Team Heretics. When I was watching Team Heretics, my thought process was this was one final too many. This was the final where they were frying in EMEA Stage 1. They looked like the best team by far until this match.
No!
Yes.
Yeah.
What? What are you talking about? What are you?
I was saying that Heretics will not win the tournament, and Fnatic was better even after the loss against Fnatic and Heretics, because on the game Heretics versus Fnatic in regular season, it was looking that just Fnatic just had bad games and Heretics had one of the best games of their life, and that's why they won. And I don't think that will be a replication of that.
Team Heretics was very good. They looked like at least the second best team, if you will.
Yeah, I agree.
Of EMEA.
They looked like they were making a run.
I thought they were gonna I think most people thought this was the time for them, right? And then they come against Fnatic, and they kind of shit the bed. And they go and then Team Liquid, and we're like, okay, they bounced back, they destroyed them, 13-2, 13-3. And then they come back and they shit the bed again versus Fnatic. And it's like, I feel like this map broke their mental. Like, and they're like, okay, we can, because this is what, their 5th loss in the grand final? They're like, if we can't win there, then like, I don't think we can win. And I think that's what happened. Their mental was just broken. They got 13-1 by Paper Rex, and they were already checked out of the series. You know?
Okay, I have a compromise. We change no one, we hire a mental coach.
Don't they already have a mental coach? They have a performance coach.
We change the mental coach.
They have Esports Ryan. Esports Ryan, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Since December 2024, bro. Step up. Step up, bro.
He's British. Sorry, there's nothing they can do. If I had a British mental coach, I'd fucking kill myself. I'm not even gonna lie.
they have a coach for every player, bro. But yeah, no. I think this team is cooked going forward. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're still gonna be top half because EMEA is like dog shit towards the bottom. But I think this team is cooked for the future. I think their mental is just broken. Like I just don't. I think they just don't think they can win anymore.
We will see in the future. Next team.
Yeah, next team. We should move on. We should be a little bit quicker. Teams. Can we go to Liquid?
Yes, let's go to Team
Liquid.
No Liquid.
This is a pretty. Wait, what the fuck? Wait. Guanghado Billy. When was this?
It's Guangzhou Huadu Billy Gaming.
Yo, where are you at right now?
What? Okay. Team Liquid. So
Penny, that guy's the GOAT.
So they came in without Nats, and they lost a very close series to Billy with Penny going crazy. And then they came back, and they beat MIBR, like, really badly. And then they came back twice on Paper Rex, almost won the series. but Patty Tech choked at the final moment.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I swear to God, if they kept Penny the whole tournament, they would have won the whole fucking tournament. I'm not even.
Nah,
I'm not
what do
even
you mean?
baiting, bro.
They kept Penny for paper.
No. Every map.
Do you think if Nats was in the whole time, do you think they make it to playoffs?
Yeah, 100%. They beat
Yes,
BLG 100%.
I do.
Yeah.
They
If
would
they
have
just
beat
had
BLG,
Nats-
and
without
they would have played
Nats.
Sen.
I
Dude,
think
they
they
beat
would
Sen.
have beat Sen. Nats would have sat them down 13-1 again, bro.
Oh damn.
I genuinely think if Nats was there the entire time and they just like minus Serial plus Penny, they would have made playoffs. They could have had a really good
I think
run.
even if they didn't have Penny and they just had Serial, they'd still make like top 8 and then like maybe in top 6. Because some of the teams in playoffs are bad, and we'll get to them. But I think they definitely could have gone at least top 6.
That's fair.
I like what they're doing. I kind of like what they're doing though. Board.
I
Having
don't.
the six
I
man.
think
It feels.
they're okay. This is my thing
I'm-
with them. They're not in Esports World Cup, so they have a lot more time for stage 2. I think you just got to get rid of Serial, bro. Like, bro, he's not even
but
IGL.
their
and he
roster
has
is
these
so
stats,
weird
bro.
with Serial.
I just don't think you keep Serial. I think you like put Camo on Flex or something, and then you have Penny duelist. Because Penny is in my opinion, a better duelist than Camo.
You don't believe in the 6-man roster?
Hell no.
I think
Hell
it
no.
could work. I think it could. Cause you can't run like you're having Serial play Sentinel when you have Nats on your.
Okay, let me say this.
Like it just the roles don't make sense if you keep Serial. So like switching it out for maps, like it's fine.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. I think, well, it depends, right? Because Bine's coming back in the pool. I mean, I guess we'll have to see, right? But Kiko sometimes played. So the thing with this team is that they have 3 duelists, and I think if they keep Penny, they need to decide which 2 they want to play duelist. You know, like I think the thing is you have to put Kiko on like perma smokes, and then have Penny and Camo duelist if you want to keep Penny. You know, or you just cut Camo, which is I'm all for. By the way. I'd rather have Camo gone and then keep Serial, if anything, because I think their roles work out better. But, But yeah.
They have time to figure it out. I mean, their
Yeah.
group is easy for stage 2.
But can we talk
can
about
just, like, test some stuff.
Nats, bro? Nats is so good. He comes
Yeah.
back, he single-handedly wins them the game, bro.
Good, handsome, good caller.
He's so good at the
rich,
game. While he went minus
famous.
16 against Paper X.
Bro, he was sick. Okay.
Joker.
What was the quote?
Rich, famous.
Okay, but can we talk about 11-1 comeback, and then the Patty Tech whiff. It was actually heartbreaking watching this, bro.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'll get into it later, bro. Something is such a shit play. I mean, alright, let's keep going, guys.
Bro, we're not even talking about the team, bro.
Do you imagine without this hint, maybe Fnatic would have been the winner of this event?
What?
Because PRX
Maybe.
would have been out. Would have been out.
Well, I
and
think
so
things would have
he
been
would have
different.
won.
Because what Team Liquid would have beat Paper X, so we wouldn't here. They probably would have lost to G2. They beat XLG. They'd probably lose to Gen G. No.
Yeah, but
then Gen G
I
played
don't think
Fnatic.
any team.
Fnatic beat.
I don't think
Fnatic
any
beat
team.
them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, G2 wouldn't have
Oh, you
lost, so
think
G2 wouldn't be.
Gen
So I
G
think it would
would have
probably
been
be
Fnatic?
Fnatic G2, and then who knows. But yeah, I think probably
Don't know.
Fnatic would have won. But who knows?
Yeah.
We can. Okay, but
Paper X make it anyways, no? Because Liquid would have never played Paper X.
oh, I thought we were saying if Liquid beat Paper X. That's what I thought.
Oh. Oh no, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, let's go to Guangzhou
Guangzhou team. Guangzhou.
Huddle, Billy Gaming. Why does it not show here, bro? Okay. They came into this event second place, off beating both Eugene Wolves, and then they played in the Hero Esports where they lost to DRX, which is maybe a sign of things to come. And then they beat Team Liquid in a very close game. And then they beat Sen on one map, and then they lost out the other 2 maps, and it wasn't really that close. And they got destroyed pretty much by Wolves. So what do we think of BLG after this event?
I just think BLG is a gatekeeper of any group stage. You know, that's the team that will probably end third in group in Champions. They will be here. They will take out one team, maybe one America's team, and just don't show up for the important game and just be decent and not more, I think.
I think YZ's the GOAT and everyone else on that team is low-key mid in the China region. It's enough to have one. Oh, Russia, to be fair, has had some pretty
What about
crazy
the
runs.
GOAT Levius, bro? What about Russia on the Harbor, bro? Do you not remember the Harbor game?
Yo, Russia. No, I remember the Harbor game. I think Russia is decent. I think YZ's really good, but I think like Levius, K-Knight, Neff, like if you have like 3 meh players, like that's just not enough at an international stage. I think it's good enough to have like 2 strong players so you can just straight up win you maps in like a regional performance, even especially just making like top 2 or 3. But to go into an international, like you're just gonna get shit stomped. Like I love YZ, but like bro needs help.
Yeah. Do you think the Teo, if without the Teo, so this was a conversation for a lot of these teams, but I don't think it was a big part of the other teams, but I think it was a big part of BLG. Do you think without like this tournament being played on the Teo nerfs, or like if it was played with the Teo still buffed, do you think BLG would have done better?
Were they good at Teo?
I think it would have mattered because I think G2 would have won the whole tournament easy fucking 2-0 every map if Teo wasn't nerfed. I'm not gonna lie, but
I think Chinese team were the teams that have the most time to prepare composition. So the Tero nerf was indeed more in favor of
They're also dumber than all the other regions, so they need the
extra
time.
Yo, that is crazy.
I'm not saying.
Where's Ion?
Wait. Yo, wasn't RB in that region up until like a couple days ago?
Yeah, bro, why do you think he left? Why do you think he left, bro? Why do you think he left?
Bro, they picked him up, so obviously they're not that dumb.
I don't know, bro. Anyway, let's go to group stage. And okay, before we start, all of the first seeds lost, and this was a conversation after it happened on Twitter, where the coaches were salty they lost, and they said they wanted to play in Swiss, and that getting a bye wasn't an advantage. So what are your guys' thoughts on that?
I really think it could be. So that's typically the type of things I analyze in my videos, and there are some really weird side effects with some format that is not fully even. That's why even when you have a multiple of 2, 2, 4, 8, 16, etc., it's more easier to do. There are some other formats that could allow Seed 1 team to participate. I understand the fact we want to encourage team to win the final and give them a small advantage, but it seems that indeed the Spice isn't a thing. But we also have to take in mind that RRQ and XLG are 2 teams that were inexperimented. And as I said at the start of the event, the team that is unexperimented and go at their first event are usually not that good. And it was the case in 3 cases out of 4. It was the case for MIBR, it was the case for RRQ, it was the case for XLG, and they are one specific team that it was not really the case. But, well, it's another story. So, I'm quite mixed about this. I think I would prefer Seed 1 at Spice. But yeah, we need more data to analyze that.
Yo, can I say something really quick, Katie? Someone commented on the stream, RB was not good and Nongshim will not win a game. And someone else on the thread that I posted, posted, can we get Hades' thoughts on RB going to Nongshim?
Okay,
just really
quick. Bro, everyone keeps asking for this and nobody just saw my post, bro. Like, I posted it. Okay. I'm not gonna, like, keep spamming because I don't get banned. Anyway, if we go to China stage 1, just to respond to the first comment, what's that right here? What's that right here, bro? What's that right here?
That looks pretty
average. That looks pretty average.
It's pretty average, bro. That's Teho.
I mean, look at the KD. Look at the KD, bro. You're in China.
He's the IGL, bro. He was IGL.
It's in China. It's in China.
IGL, bro. China is not.
IGL in China is crazy. In China is crazy.
Okay,
I think you should be really afraid of Nongshim.
Worse than K-Knight.
Wait.
It was the youngest player in Tier 1 in history.
Look at this man.
Yo, you did worse than Scales, dog. You did worse than Scales, dog. Nah. Nah, I'm not
Scales
hearing
was
nothing about him no more.
Scales was him, bro. What are you talking about? Scales was him, bro. Look what he did to Chitu, bro.
Ah, he did worse than Scales.
Okay, wait.
playing
Okay,
on
look at
fucking
RB.
Tejo,
Look at
dude.
RB. Look who's down here. World champ MVP. RB clears him. RB clears Pancake.
Against China, bro.
Yeah,
Against
yeah,
China.
I'll
Bro,
fucking cry.
China beat all of you,
dog.
bro. Okay, I don't want to
Yo,
hear that.
Nora's cooking yo. Nora's in chat, dog.
What are they saying? RB was not good.
Bro, notice how RB
playing?
left Tech
They
and they
played no
immediately
victory.
made it international.
Dude, for real.
Bro, okay. That was the most fraudulent qualification.
It doesn't
ever.
matter. They made it. It doesn't matter.
Single elim. Look who Tech plays against. Billy, who have their coaches, DRG, which is like a fair win, right? And then they play against Wolves, who have their main roster, but they're not trying, bro. Because they're saving strats.
Oh, they're not trying. All of a sudden, they're not trying.
Yeah, bro. Do you think this Wolves is the same Wolves that got third?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Do you think the Wolves that lost to the Sen is the same Wolves that got third?
Guys, do you know what was the post of the coach after they lose in the game for going in final?
Oh, which one? This final or
the coach of Wolves after they lose when they lose the lower bracket on the other event. I think it was on the other event. It was at least we are not going to Saudi Arabia. Those guys were not trying.
Yeah, bro, they were not trying.
80,
Okay. And then look at the other side of the bracket. Who was there? EDG.
80s. What about
if Tech was on this
playoffs?
side of the bracket, Tech was not making it, bro. EDG.
What about playoff stage 1? What about playoff stage 1? Wolves were trying then, and they lost with RB.
Bro, look how close they was there, bro. 11-13 and 13-10, and this is against
I see
Wolves,
RB at the bottom of the scoreboard. I see RB at the very bottom.
Not even farming well as fucking Tejo. That's sad, bro.
We've already talked about this game. I've already made my point clear about this game. Okay. Okay, enough about that. Let's get back on topic. What were we even talking about? Okay, yeah, no, I think the coaches are just salty. I think they're just salty, bro. I think first seed bye is actually really important. Like, I think it's actually a big advantage. I think that people are just saying that because they lost.
Big advantage for getting money.
I'd give them more.
I think XOG is just shit. I think RRQ is just shit.
Whoa.
XOG had a solid
Paper X is just
inexperimented, not shit.
Listen. They should get one more. I think they should get like a double map ban, or a double map pick. I mean, just like anything.
Bro, no, I think
because clearly the buy isn't enough.
No,
or if you
I
put
think
them in
the buy
Swiss
is
and
good.
you have
Okay,
them
you
go
want to know why
1-0.
the buy didn't work? It's because they changed the meta right before the event. That's the only reason why.
Well, no,
because if the meta was the same, XLG probably wouldn't have been nearly as bad. RQ would have been like still in their prime form, right? Like G2 would have stomped Paper X. Like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like the buy wasn't giving to the best team in the region because they changed the meta, right? If you replay stage 1, these first seed teams wouldn't have won probably, except Fnatic. Right?
It's weird among 4 of the teams that have no win, 3 of them were inexperimented team.
No, I'm just saying, like, isn't it like XLG? They use Tejo on majority of maps. G2 were literal Tejo abusers. RQ used Tejo on almost every map.
Everyone was a Tejo
and the
abuser.
meta changed. No, Sen didn't use it. Okay, Sen did use him. Paper Rex didn't use Tejo that much. Wolves didn't use Tejo that much. Fnatic didn't use it, and I think Genji did it a bit, but. No, but what I'm saying is that
from inferior regions
I think it's just stupid to change the meta right before a tournament, right? Like where all the teams qualify, and then you change the meta that they qualified in. Because
look at the team.
Metas are so different.
Dude, and that's what I'm saying, and that's why Tejo should have not been nerfed before the tournament.
I agree.
Should have won
I agree.
And that's why Trent should have been the MVP of Toronto.
Trent MVP, right, highest rated player. I agree.
That's what I'm saying. Ever, he would have gotten like a 1.42.
I think if Trent wins this game, he clears Meteor all time. I think he's top 10 all time.
For real, dude. Fucking for real.
Okay.
I think he's in there.
I agree on that. But also another argument. Look at the 2 teams that win the lower bracket. They they go in fully lower bracket. They just make a lower bracket
and
run.
XLG, they're bad teams.
What? Well,
No, that's not
XLG
my
is a bad
argument.
team. At this
It's not
event,
my
XLG
argument.
was a
I'm
bad
saying
team. Okay.
this is
At
not my
this
argument.
event,
I'm
if you
saying
put
the two
XLG,
team. I'm saying the.
I would say Team Liquid
let me
beat
talk.
XLG. I would say.
Stop
Fnatic had
talking
a-
about strategy. It's not my argument.
Fnatic had an easy run, and G2 like they did. Come on.
I was saying.
G2 were gonna get fourth no matter what. Fnatic had an easy run though.
Okay, Megan, talk.
Yeah. I was saying that the two teams that won this trash game, so the XLG game and the RQ game, G2 and Fnatic, both make a run. Fnatic go full in final, and G2 only lose against another seed 1. So Fnatic were an amazing team. Fnatic were decently a top 2 team at the end of the event. And they lose against Genji, which was maybe a little bit weird.
I think this Genji isn't the same Genji that was here. Like, Genji definitely fell off. Like, am I right? Like, Genji here were amazing. Like, they looked like the best team in the game. And then they went against Wolves, and they choked, and their mental crumbled, and they choked against G2. Right? Like, if they didn't choke this game, the conversation would be really different. Because it would just be, okay, yeah, Genji is just a better team.
Yeah, if the final is per Pyrex versus Genji, I agree with you. But that's not the case. So we can't really know. We need more data. If we would be fair, we should go in every Masters and see every Masters 2 if they are the same pattern. And I think it was the case in last one. I think
Bangkok didn't have a bye. Shanghai, it was, I believe,
the
100
top
Thieves
3
won.
in Shanghai were.
PaperX lost,
Shanghai
EDG lost,
all,
100 Thieves
like,
won, Fnatic lost. But Genji, they lost to Genji, which is a good team, and Fnatic had sick Leo. Foot was ass, EDG were ass, PaperX were ass.
Yeah, but Heretics ended the second.
What was the one before? Tokyo?
I think.
Yeah, it's Tokyo. PaperX won, Fnatic won, Team Liquid won, Loud lost, and this was against EG, like Prime EG. So.
Does it have a swags? I'm not sure it has a swags. Can you just show us the group stage?
What do you mean? NRG, EDG, EG, DRX.
Okay.
And then
I just want
to
what? Tokyo? Okay, Tokyo. So this one doesn't mean anything, you know. This one doesn't mean anything.
How does it not mean?
Yeah.
Because there was a regional match, so that one just like doesn't mean anything. There were 2 regional matches.
No, but I'm saying the first seeds won. The first seeds won. The first seeds won.
But they were regional matches. They were regional matches. Like mean anything.
And also it's a period where you have a seed 2 that was dodge the.
This is like such a bad example. Like Fnatic were not gonna lose no matter who you put them up against. So that doesn't even matter. PaperX, EG, Loud, like those are all regionals. Those don't matter. And EDG were nobodies until like that game. None of it matters.
Okay, well, let's go back. What was before?
Whoever moves on to the next team, I'm gonna give you
PaperX
a
won,
big
Fnatic
kiss.
won, Lev lost, but I mean, to be fair, they're going against RB. So what can you do? And then I'll take the CA.
Oh my. More regionals, bro. Keep showing me.
No, my.
G2 won, Loud won, DRX lost.
Yo, is that 2 more regionals?
Bro, you can tell it's scripted as we go back. It's more and more scripted. And then Berlin didn't have a single elim, right? Let's just go back.
Just go back.
And then what was it? Reykjavik didn't have either. All right, bro. Okay. Anyway, let's actually talk about the teams. XLG. They were shit. Can we? They signed MIDI, who didn't speak the language. Yeah, no, like they should just replace him. But I think that's pretty much all we need to talk about.
They would have been better.
Yeah.
We can move on though. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Who else?
Yeah, XLG would have been better. I feel bad for them. Rargo showed that he was still a good top player. I don't think he was. I think he was overglazed. He was overglazed.
Yeah, nobody cares about Raga.
Can we talk about RQ? Jemkin, the #1 player going in. What happened to this team?
Yeah, Jemkin was a fraud, bro.
Yeah, deadass.
Can we talk about this guy though? This guy, bro, I was seeing him make the worst plays imaginable, and then people in chat going, "He's just a crazy guy." He's just a crazy guy. The guy. That's why he. That's why he throws the rounds for us.
Yo, Ye doesn't lie.
That's,
Ye told us
this
there
is
was
what we
something wrong
learned.
with this guy.
Bro,
Yo,
I'm
we
saying,
learned he was the true #1 Tejo abuser.
If it was Ye instead of Crazy Guy, RQ would have won this event. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, deadass.
That's all I'm saying. Like all I'm saying is Ye is undefeated versus Paper X. All I'm saying. Oh wait, no, that's not even true. That's not even true.
You know,
Ye is 1-1 versus
all I
Paper
gotta
X.
say is that like, Crazy Guy he uses like a silly name to like distract people from the fact that he's really the devil, and Ye, he's called El Diablo to and he looks scary, but he's really an angel. You know, it's like that one quote. Angels look scary to like deceive or something. And I don't know the quote. I don't know the quote.
Nice. Devils look like angels to deceive you. But the real angels are the friends you made along the way or something. I don't know.
Some shit like that.
Anyway. Gen G, what happened to this team, bro? This team was insane, looking like the best team in this tournament, and then they.
Okay, wait. I actually want to talk about Gen G. I've been quiet this whole time. I watched more Gen G matches than any other team. Okay, so I want to get into this. Gen G, it's all mental. I swear to fucking God. Like, genuinely, like, if you go to the last, like, 2 series they lost, right? It was Wolves, and then they lost to G2.
Yeah, G2.
They had generational chokes both maps versus Wolves, and then the final map versus G2. Like, Gen G was poised to win this tournament. It was they easily could have. But I don't know what happens with this team. I think one of the players even posted it on Twitter. He was just like, yeah, it was Karon. If you go to Karon's Twitter, like, he posted something like, I'm gonna try to work on my mental, like, I get locked out of games, like, this team is just gets mentally boomed so easily. Like, when they're ready and they're on one, like, they can win so easy, but they get mentally locked out. Yeah, like, I don't have a lot of experience. I think my mentality is working bad for me. Like, it's so frustrating to watch because I love Gen G and I love this, like, roster. It's just, they really need to, like, get a good mental coach and lock in because these games should be theirs and this could have been their tournament.
I have an hypothesis about Korean team. Yeah, I have a huge hypothesis about Korean teams. You know, in League of Legends, Korea destroy pretty much everything. And one year, Korea just have some problem. And 2 teams of Korea get out, and it's just rely on one team. And at the moment, when you have one team in Korea that is the only chance of the country and a lot of pressure and just something, a little grain of salt, making some gear crushes, then the mental of the player totally booming. So maybe this is a Korean thing that when you have one Korean team, they start to lose their mind and the first difficulties. I don't know. And maybe that's what's happening against Wolf and against G2, and so the question is will we have 2 Korean teams in champions? And if yes, well, maybe Gen G will be the best team and just crush the competition.
I think Pacific is the most open for champs. I think I could genuinely see 4 Korean teams going. Like, I don't even think that's crazy to say. There's a chance that all 4 go.
Bro, alright, whatever you
Bro,
want.
What DRX looked insane.
Gen G even have?
Gen G looked insane here, and they fell off a bit, but they still evolved stage 2. T1 can very easily bounce back. They won fucking Bangkok.
Alright, now explain Nongshim.
Bro, what do you mean explain Nongshim, bro?
I have a lot of argument for Nongshim. I have a lot of argument for Nongshim. Nongshim won Ascension in the current meta. You know, before Tero nerf, we've got a meta. This meta we are totally destroyed by Tero nerf, and we go and we get back to that meta, and this is the meta where Nongshim qualified. Second argument, Nongshim have a lot of young players. This is the youngest team we ever saw in our VCT teams. Five players were, I think everyone is like 18 or 19. It's a delirium, and so more time you give them, more they are better. This is split 2, they will be even better than split 1, and even more. They pick RB. Maybe he's bad. Maybe it's the worst player we ever see. Maybe he's trash. Maybe he can't aim.
What about counterpoint. What happened at kickoff? What happened at kickoff when they lost to Talon?
Bro, what?
Yeah, it was the first time.
Okay,
It's
let
a
me
young,
say this.
really
Let
young
me say
team.
this.
First time
It's normal.
regionally.
They
First
have
time
Let me say this,
regionally.
bro.
Regionally.
Let me say this. This was all with Tejo, right? You know, like they're winning. They're like a decent team. I'd say like they're definitely top 8 in Pacific. I could hear an argument for top 6, right? And then look without Tejo.
Yeah.
Like their last like 30 games in a row, all wins. Like I don't know, bro.
You didn't let me finish with RB also.
Yeah, I'm not letting you finish with RB, bro. I'm not hearing this
RB's
argument.
RB will bring him to champs. RB brings him to
Let me
champs.
1 second to end my
RB brings
argument.
him to champs. Deadass, bro.
So-
Deadass.
Bro, look at my
Even
goat,
if it
bro.
was,
Look
it's
at
not
my
a question
goat.
of being bad or good. It's not a question of being bad or good. When you have 5 young players and you lack of experience and you need one player that just give them some experience, say something to them, etc., etc. And picking RB is good. It's not a question of he's a great player, it's not a great player. It's an experimental player, and it's exactly what Nongshim really need. A player that will be here to say, I know that, I know this will be like this, like that, like okay. I have experience, guys. Listen to me. And this is the perfect pick for Nongshim. I'm not really sure about the 6-man meta, but yeah, Nongshim will be a really hard team to take because a young team, because a team that were good on the on-shot meta, and because the young team is now balanced by the fact they have an experimented player. So all good for Nongshim.
Why are we talking about Nongshim? They won at Toronto.
Okay, anyway,
that's Toronto.
Let's move
okay,
on.
okay. Can we all agree though that if Nongshim was here, they would have won? But anyway.
The last comment I have to make is RB's profile picture on VLR is him listening because all he can do to play the game good is listen for the defuse and put the spikes on, put the fucking missiles on
it doesn't matter.
the bomb.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Alright, let's move on. Let's
I was
move
on a
on.
podcast
Next
called
team.
VLR
Sentinels.
and he had to support,
Sentinels.
bro. Because RB
Alright,
loves his
Sentinels.
fans.
Sentinels.
What can we say about this team that hasn't been said? Zekin uses
dog
Adderall.
shit.
Bearing
Zekin,
Zell
1v5.
shameless smokes.
1v5. 1v5.
Zealous is ass. John QT is ass.
Narrates the goat.
racist.
Narrates the goat. Narrates the goat.
Bang
Zekin's
shameless
the
smoke
goat.
square. Yeah. Let's move on.
That's all I
G2.
care about.
What? Already?
Oh, G2. Whoa.
You don't want to,
Yeah,
you
we're
don't
moving
want
on
to
from
see
10. Move on from 10.
Sentinels beat Wolf when Wolf were bad. They beat BHG that shouldn't be in this in the 1-0 bracket. And they beat XLG and they beat XLG that were in a horrible situation that with players that can't barely speak. And when they ended this free team, they just lose twice, get crushed by Paper X, lose against Fnatic in a okay-ish series because they won one map.
Guys,
they
lost
both
to the top 2 teams.
they
lost to
grand
the top
finals
2
teams.
teams. Let's chill out, gang. Let's chill out.
Does that make them the 3rd best team at this tournament, guys?
Well, no, that'd make G2 the best team.
Fair point.
Yeah, that's true. That
Bro,
makes G2 the best team.
the G2 Fnatic final was low-key kind of good though. I fucked with the
I dropped
Fnatic
30,
G2
but
final.
I dropped 30 on both sides.
No, I'm glad G2 were able to win Toronto though. I'm glad.
Bro, in the watch party when we were watching, Elysium kept going, oh boy, Hades whiffing. And then it was just me, it was Alfie or Val, and he just saying for both of them. I was playing myself. I was playing myself, bro.
That's crazy.
Alright, anyway, let's actually talk about Sen. Sen, do we, because they only lost to the top 2 teams. Like, do we think they could have beaten G2? Or Wolves again?
No, I don't think they would have been. I think they couldn't have beaten G2. I think they might have been able to beat Wolves, but I don't think they would have been able to do it unless it was like in that lower round 3, which Wolves wasn't even in.
Okay.
It's hard to say.
Do you think that Sen need changes?
Yes.
No.
I'm just gonna say something, and hear me out. The Vibe Merchant hasn't really been helping.
I'm already done listening. I'm already done.
Okay. Anyway, G2.
G2, best team at the tournament.
Yeah. I mean, they won Toronto.
Should we go back to what was the Bangkok argument? The best team didn't win or something like that.
The best team did not win.
Didn't win, guys. It's true.
The best team didn't.
Yeah,
the best
and you
team
know
won
what,
this
bro?
time, though.
And you know
G2
why?
won.
And you know why? It's because, and I've been saying this, bro. You know, Ion, and fucking everyone else, they're like, oh, bro, you know, Asian team supremacy, Asian teams are so good.
I've never
But they
heard
failed
them
to
say
realize,
that.
G2 lost because of an Asian. You gotta think about that.
I've never heard them say anything of what you just said.
Dude,
I
Iongers
think you just
says...
hate them. I think you just don't like them.
Asian
Yeah,
people, bro.
low key.
Whoa,
Low key, you've only said stuff
whoa,
about China and Asians, bro. Real shit.
Yo, notice how we shit talking G2 and look who's the bottom of the board.
That's what I'm saying, an Asian.
Well, that what? No.
The minorities are at the bottom of the board. Is that a coincidence?
Crashies is literally at the bottom. Crashies is at the bottom, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
What do you mean bottom of the board, bro? Crashies is there.
That far. Yo, Hades said that, not me, bro.
Bro, I can say that. I'm a minority.
Crashies is at the bottom, bro, not Jaw. That's Dogamo. Get his name right.
yo, that's crazy, bro.
Okay, but real talk. Okay, I was bringing this up yesterday. If Icy was here,
Not the ifs, whens, and it should have shit. If Icy's there, they go out in Swiss, bro. They don't even make it first seed.
They can't even go out in Swiss.
They aren't first seed, bro. I'm telling. They don't.
Listen,
They
all I'm
lose to EG.
saying,
They lose to EG.
Can we bring up Icy versus Paper X? Can we bring up Icy?
Yo, you know, I remember you said Icy doesn't go -15, and then I showed you a game he went -15.
But listen, all
and then
I'm
you
saying,
just like ignored me.
Icy undefeated versus Paper X. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
My boy.
Okay, and Icy's undefeated against like I don't even know.
That's all I'm saying.
And
Icy's
EDG.
undefeated versus Paper X. He's undefeated
And
versus Fnatic.
EDG, dude.
Hey, wait, let me ask
And
you
Wolves.
something. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
So with Icy they 2-1 EDG. Without Icy they 2-0'd.
That's a fluke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Anyway,
okay.
okay.
Alright, all good.
For real though. Trent, he denied the Tejo abuser allegations. He still went.
All tournament,
he still
by the
did
way.
as
All
good as he
tournament,
did.
by the way.
But yeah, what do we think about the rest of these teams?
Okay, wait, hold up. Can I make a comment? Because like I genuinely saw that was really good. I'm gonna be like serious about how G2 played. There's a thread that I saw that was really good. There's like 2 or 3 that said like Trent isn't the Tejo abuser, G2 is, which I think is really true. I think G2 plays like really slow and methodical, and having Tejo be able to close out those rounds, like almost no matter what, because they're really good at playing that advantage, just made them like insanely good. But the problem with G2, right, is like if they play slow and methodical and they don't have like a 100% chance to like close out those rounds, that's when it starts getting a bit iffy for them. And so like if you really think about it, like Trent can perform on any scan initiator or Tejo, right? And I think he proved that.
Any agent
in this tournament, and he proved that. And he proved that. But it's not about how good he is with Tejo, it's about how good the team is with and without Tejo. And G2 are the Tejo frauds, not Trent. That is my genuine opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I don't think I agree with everything but everything negative about G2.
Alright, bro.
Alright.
I mean, G2 won the tournament. There's not much you can badly say about them.
I know, bro, but they lost a map in the finals versus Fnatic.
They didn't. They 3-0'd.
Oh, shit, you're right, bro.
What
My bad. I misremembered.
What world are you living in? What delusion? Megan's just quite silent. She just doesn't even know what's going on.
No. I vividly remember why they don't understand each other, because at the end of the game, you know, when Fnatic has won the map, we have a bug with the Cypher trip, and the map has just to be remaked, and that's why Revoke go to sleep, didn't know, in fact, Fnatic didn't has won this map, and Elysium was keep there, and he saw the game as replayed, and in fact G2 actually 3-0, and then after the map was another time cancelled, and this time it was Fnatic that won this map, and so that's why it was a 3-1.
I just got
confused. Single
confused.
word that you just said.
I heard a really long way to say G2 won Toronto. This is just a really long way.
True.
Okay,
And
okay,
it's
bro.
true.
Do we actually want to talk about G2?
I genuinely did. Anyone else have anything else to say?
I mean, I agree.
I have
think,
something
I
to
think
say.
this is a
I
big.
think
Oh yeah, go.
I waiting my turn for so long to say that G2 is a fraud team. No, I'm joking. G2 is decent, but the meta was
Decent.
perfect for them. And now the meta has destroyed. They tried to keep the same meta, the same composition. It didn't work, but I think G2 is a Ninos smart team to bounce back, change their mind of some map. We will also have a huge change in the map pool. We will see if that's okay. And G2 will be a huge contender in champions, even if they didn't were perfect in this one. So it's okay.
Yeah,
I
I
think they
agree.
just
I
win
think
champs.
G2 will bounce
They
back.
sweep this year. They won
Um,
Bangkok, they won Toronto, now they're gonna win champs.
I will say though, I think it was especially earlier in the series. I think it was a big step down from Leaf. Like Leaf was insane in stage 1, and honestly, he's been insane the entire year. But he had a big step down. Jojimo as well. Like he hasn't been as good as I think he was in 2023, obviously, and I think as well in 2024. I think he's a bit worse. I think it's the Euro part of it, maybe. Like it's clearly not his best agent. Also the Waylay, but they didn't even play the Waylay, but the Sage was clearly his best agent. I feel like his best agent has been where he hasn't been like the main entry, I think, because I don't know. I just when I think of Jojimo, like even back on EG when he won champs, like it's always like when he's on Smokes and Demon 1 is on Duelist, right? And I feel like if they can find ways where like they're playing like a no Duelist comp and they're able to put him off Duelist, I think it can work. I think his Neon is a tragedy that we've only seen one map of it this year, because his Neon was insane. I think as well his Raze, right? Like we haven't seen his Raze at all, right? Like last 60 days, last 90 days, we have not seen his Raze at all, and his Raze is like his best agent. Like just put him back on his best agents, you know? Like let him fry for you.
He did amazingly well on this event.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so Wolves.
Yeah, G2. Yeah, I agree.
Wolves.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
What a Cinderella run.
Yeah.
I
What
love
I
Wolves.
say
to-
is if G2 had Wolves run, they probably would have won. You know, just easy run. Who'd
They
they
would've
even
won.
play again? They played Billy, Sen. The rest are
yeah.
nobodies.
NG.
The rest are
Yeah, click on
nobodies.
Wolves. Click on Wolves. This shit's crazy, bro.
Easiest run ever. You know, if G2 won, they win every game Wolves beat. They would have been third.
Meh.
And then they win. Say they go down 0-2 to Fnatic, then they just reverse sweep them.
It's true.
And then G2 and on Lotus that 2v4, Fnatic and PRX, G2 would have won that.
Let's be honest,
Okay,
hard
okay.
to say it's
Wolves fraud
too
run.
much what if.
Wolves fraud run.
Ah!
What do you mean what if? What do you mean what if? It
Wolf
happened.
is a team.
It already
Wolf is yeah, it's true. It did happen. I forget. I forgot what timeline we are speaking on. But let's be honest and give credit some Wolves that the team that destroyed the mental of the team that seems to be the best team in the event. So well played, Wolves. It was an amazing run. Everyone, me included, putting you in last, and maybe I was the nicest one with you because I was saying that, okay, you are last, but any team in this tournament can win this event, and I think next event, next champion, when we will have a small Chinese team that managed to qualify, we will have to remember Wolf Run, and that anything can happen in Valorant, anything can win an international event, because magics can happen. Thanks for destroying Genji's mental and allowing PRX to finally have their
I will say though,
first
the
win.
Wolves run made me so scared. So scared for what I had
Oh
on the
yes!
line. For what I had on the line.
Yo, Hades. Yo,
Yeah.
Hades.
Yeah.
Can I get some nitro?
I have no nitro, bro.
Can I get some nitro?
That's 229 FN, bro.
Can I get some nitro?
I don't even have nitro.
he's begging for it, bro.
Bro, I don't even. What are you talking
My fault,
about?
my fault.
You asked the only
My
guy
fault,
in
my
here
fault.
without nitro.
My fault.
Okay, let's talk about Fnatic.
Just hit me up after. Hit me up.
Bro, what are you yapping, bro?
Hit me up after.
If I didn't know you, I'd say you're high right now, bro. What are you yapping about?
Yo, let's get to Wolves. Wait. Can I talk about Wolves?
Okay,
Can I talk
Wolves.
about
Yes,
Wolves
talk
quickly
about
before
Wolves.
Yeah, I want to talk about Wolves real quick before we go to Fnatic. I think a lot of us said what we wanted to say, which is just like Miracle Run, like genuinely really good. I do want to say something about Wolves, which I think is true. Which is like, I think Valorant teams need to lean more into like almost breaking Valorant TOS and trash talking other teams, bro. I swear to God, like teams get on the stage, get caught off guard when you start trying to fucking ore farm against them, bro. And like, it is a useful tool, and I don't see enough players doing it, and it's becoming more and more popular. But I think Wolves like really did it this tournament, especially Shufat Baby, and I think it genuinely helped them. I think like purposely trying to mentally boom other teams by like getting up and like shouting at them and taunting them is like what this esport needs to be more entertaining, and I think they did a great job. Yeah, like exactly like that, dude.
Yeah, they reminded me when they were on Fnatic. I think it was like map 3. They were down 1-7 or something, and he stood up on their first round win.
Bro,
Yeah,
Lysor,
dude, I know,
Lysor was cracking me up more than him though, because Lysor he would just go 0-8 or something, and then they'd win the round. He'd just stand up and do nothing.
He just stare them down, bro. He do the boostio, bro. He just stare them down to us.
Why is this guy aura farming? Like
Bro,
real
this guy is
shit.
actually, like, he's rich, he's handsome, he's jacked, he's good at the game, bro.
Yeah, he thinks he's him.
Bro, he is.
No,
him,
he actually
bro.
is everything.
He like
bro.
might be
He's
the GOAT,
handsome,
bro.
rich, good at the game.
Bro, like
Third.
if I wasn't already like married to RB, like I don't know, bro. Oh, wait, I wanna.
We
Oh,
all
what
agree
is
that
this?
Shufat Baby is a
Okay, but
revelation of
do
this
you-
tournament.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you guys prefer humble players or trash talk ego players?
Trash talk ego.
I prefer RB.
Yeah.
To me, I think you can find a balance between being a trash talker and an ego player. You can be a trash talker that don't have ego.
I don't
it's
think
hard,
you can.
but the
I think-
day it happens, it's
I
amazing.
think if you,
I think you
like,
can.
If you, no, okay. Because I feel like if you trash talk, but you also like you're like kind of humble. Like it feels like to me that you're just pussing. Like you're only trash talking when you're winning. Like
Yeah,
that's why
that's what I
I love
hate. That's what I
Boostio.
hate.
But-
Boostio always trash talks, even if he loses.
Well,
Like,
one of
he,
the
like, with his
perfect
teammates,
examples
when you
of
say-
that,
trash talks.
when you say, guys, what are you doing? But this doesn't mean I'm the best player in the world. It's not that true. It's more just, guys, you are trash, you
Okay,
are
wait,
playing
are you
bad,
talking
but
about
that
Bang?
doesn't mean I'm good.
Are you talking about Bang? What Bang did to Paper X? What was it? It was when they won this round here. I remember this. They were down 1-7. They won the round, and then Bang goes, "Guys, what are you doing?" And then they proceed to lose 13-3.
I think you might be doing it a lot. But
was-
yeah. So,
Yeah, no, it was literally
Yeah,
this round because he got a 2K.
but to me, also they are two type of trash talk. They are trash talk that is baseless. This is you're bad, you're trash, you're yeah. This can work, but they are also a more intellectual trash talk, and it's pointing at the errors of the opponent, and this is the difference between a free trash talk and a trash talk that is based on argument. And when you are doing a trash talk based on an argument, it's perfect. The kiss of the chief. Perfect.
The kiss of the
I
chief.
think there's a third type.
Go on.
I like to use Demon 1 as the example.
Yeah.
So he would talk a lot of shit, but he'd like sound really corny, and it's like an anime villain talking.
Bro,
And
you're just
I-
saying that because he has a
I
list,
didn't-
bro. You just.
Yeah, that is exactly why I'm saying it. But to move on,
Yeah.
as
let's
soon as he
move on.
started
Oh, wait.
losing, this man would start crying on Twitter and on stream. But when he was winning,
wait.
he would stand up on desks.
You have an example because I have no idea of what you're talking about.
You can just find him like
Wait.
searching. I don't know. I just like random clips of him talking.
I know exactly. Wait. Where's the
standing on the desk.
respect? Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
let's
here it
see
is. Here it
YouTube
is.
recommended
After
Big
winning
Boss.
champs, Demon won cursed again in this post-match
Yo,
interview.
yes.
And then you start playing, and then you start shutting people up. I mean, was that it? Was that your motivation the whole time? Like the moment you got on this team, you just want to prove everyone wrong?
Oh yeah. Fuck the haters. Respect my fucking name. I'm the best player in this game.
And then he proceeded not to
Yeah.
qualify to another international. He proceeded to get cut by 2 teams after this.
Yo, do you think
3
people
teams.
still respect his name or no?
No, bro, no. They stopped respecting his name. What was the Oh man, I remember what was it? It was the post by it was the post by Sen after I forget, but Energy posted something like Demon 1 confirmed.
shameless plug.
Bro, I'm going
remember-
to my
I remember
likes, bro. I'm
before-
going to my likes, bro. How is this?
I remember
unfunny?
before the Madrid game, before Sen in Madrid,
Sent to
Demon
me.
1, like in an interview, was like,
Nah,
I don't care anybody, I'm the best player in the world, and then they lost.
Yo, I don't know.
why are you in your likes? Why are you in your likes?
I don't
But
know.
I wanna
likes
pull up
is a
this
good
tweet because I
idea,
haven't
bro.
liked.
I
I haven't
don't
liked.
know if going through your likes is a good
Oh
idea.
my-
I've already
Bro.
seen 2 freaky posts, bro. I don't
Bro,
want to see
I have
no
not
more.
liked anything of that sort. I'm a pure soul. I am a pure soul. I am a pure soul. Okay, wait.
Yo, I'm fucking
Wait, what?
dying, bro.
Wait, what did I just see? What did I just see?
Wait, what did you just see, bro? The VCT Tech
I saw-
roster, bro?
Yo.
Something about a butthole. I don't know.
Yo! What are you talking about, bro? Wait.
Yo.
Okay,
Yo,
okay.
you gotta stop now, bro. You gotta
Wait,
stop
wait,
now,
wait.
bro.
What are
Chill,
you
chill.
doing?
Bro, I've gone through my tweet likes before, bro. I've gone through it before, bro. Chill. I know what I'm doing.
Yo,
bro.
it cannot be this far down. You cannot
It was
remember
this far,
it.
bro. It was.
Yo, can you tell us what it was?
Oh yeah, no, it was here. I'm almost there.
Oh my god, I have tears in my eyes, bro.
Yeah, bro, this is a comedy we need, bro. Oh wait, this was good though. I forgot about this.
Oh, we're getting sidetracked, bro. We're getting so
Team
sidetracked.
bros, I'm as of today. I'm no longer the coaching check. Good luck.
Alright, bro, yo. That
Okay,
ass though,
okay.
we should move on to that. We should
Yeah,
move
yeah,
on.
back
okay.
in.
Move
should
on
move
while
back
I'm
in.
finding. Oh wait, here we go.
Log back in.
Here it is, bro.
Alright, bro.
This is the quote. This is what we are waiting for.
Yeah, NRG, no fear for Sunday. He'll keep ass fast in check. I'll take care.
This is what we
great.
are waiting for.
It was. Okay.
So
Anyway,
many
what were we
sex
even
stories
doing?
from
What were we doing?
just-
Tournament.
Yo, real
What
shit.
were we
Yo,
doing,
real
bro?
shit. Yo.
Yo, fanatic, bro.
Yo, anyway.
This was so
Yo, you're getting told to take your meds, bro. That's how you know it's fucking over for
Oh,
you.
bro,
Let's go
bro.
to Fnatic. I think Fnatic, like, I'll talk about Fnatic real quick. Fnatic for me is like, I don't think Fnatic played bad. I just think PRX played better. I know you can highlight Boaster and like trash talk them all you want, but like genuinely, like it was such a tight series. I think. Like in games like this, it just comes down
Yeah.
to so much like
I mean, literally,
like almost luck,
13-11,
like genuinely almost luck.
OT. This one was a stomp. It was their permaban, and then 14-12. And I think they would have gone to split. I think I was saying this when this stopped.
Yeah,
went to
like,
split.
deadass.
Fnatic would have won. Like.
Yeah.
Alfie robbed though. Alfie actually robbed, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean
nah.
they lost to
I'm
4v2.
not saying the MVP. I know people were arguing about the MVP. Not with
They
the MVP.
lost. They
Rob
lost
was
to
a killer.
4v2.
Yeah, bro. Fuck it.
If,
I'm
if
alpha.
wins
I'm gonna
this,
go
butts
jump
ands,
down.
but they lost to 4v2 to lose the game.
Yeah, I'm alpha. I'm gonna jump and fucking try to find a random judge
Bro,
that
I
Jing
was-
had on the fucking floor, and then die and lose the round.
Do you remember?
Can I have an unpopular opinion?
Yeah.
I think if you replay the game 100 times, Fnatic winning in 55% of time.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think if you were to play the game one time, Paper X would have won.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think if you put RB on Fnatic, I think they go.
I mean, yeah, bro. If you put RB instead of Boaster, bro, they're winning this series.
What about RB instead of Alpha?
I don't know about that one though. I don't know about that one because RB would have to carry Boaster and Crashies, bro. He's not. I don't know, bro. His back's big.
What do you
but
mean
it's not
and
that big.
Crashies? He had 60.
Let me find a bad game from Crashies.
Okay.
11 and 14.
Alright.
11 and 19. Bro.
Yo. Move on, bro. Move on. Crashies the GOAT. Move on.
Okay. Anyway, I think Fnatic are still a good team. They should be looking to win champs. I think that's what. they're
Yeah,
looking
I
for
don't
right
see
now.
why not.
And I think do we think now
And that's what they tweeted
that
too.
we've seen Fnatic at an international, the first international without Dirka? Do you think that Durka fucked up by leaving Fnatic?
Yeah.
No, hell no.
Did he choose to leave Fnatic?
That's
or
so-
he
Yes,
was
he
that's
chose
so
to
kicked out?
leave
hindsight.
Fnatic because he had less money from Fnatic.
I mean, he got
Apparently.
fourth like in his first event. That's so hindsight to say like he fucked up. Cause he did like until this tournament or until like Vitality
So
fell
you're
apart.
saying if
Nobody
you're
said he
Durka
fucked up.
and you have the option between this guy as your IGL and Boaster, you choose this guy?
Well, no, but it wasn't a bad option until this event. Like you can't really judge it because he had one really good event and then now they fell off. Same with Fnatic. They missed the first event and now they had a good event.
Unpopular
Like,
opinion,
It's
Vitality
kind
were
of equal,
trash.
no? Kind of equal.
No, definitely not. Vitality were
How?
always right. They almost. I still have this game of Vitality versus KC that was really close. The two teams were horribly trash. If Vitality has won this game, they would probably have not make Masters. Yeah, the Vitality versus KC kickoff. Yeah, that game. This was
What was it,
a
the
generational
Sugetsu
trauma for me.
1v2?
Yeah, it was horrible. Safe always know that Casey, where Casey come. When Casey go on a site, there were five people from Vitality on it, and Vitality still lose this round. It was horrible to watch. Vitality were trash. They just rely on aim and sometimes
I will
save,
say though,
managing to.
have you
guess
noticed
things.
how Vitality started losing ever since they cut this guy?
Well, listen, you cannot blame Durka when like okay, listen. During kickoff, Fnatic were losing to Feet and a big booty Latina esports. Okay?
Yeah.
So like
true.
it doesn't matter. Now all of a sudden they're winning. It's the same thing. Without Durka they sucked until now. And Vitality were still
kickoff.
good. Not Durka's
It's a
fault.
kickoff. You play way less games, so you have way less time. The Derke in Vitality was the perfect meta for Vitality. When nobody figures out what the meta is, a player like Derke that is a named demon and a team like Vitality that doesn't have any brain and just have insanely good mechanic player, it's the perfect meta for them. That's why they managed to win kickoff. They managed to do a top 4 in an event, and
Isn't
it's
that what
not even a
Boaster's
good
good
top
at?
4.
Isn't that what Boaster's good at? Figuring out the meta? No?
Yeah, but you still need time to
He had time.
to master a
He
meta.
had time. He had 3 months.
What?
What? What are you
Between
talking about?
He had 3
Tero,
months.
We're
no,
talking about
Tero was
Toronto. He
released.
has like 2 weeks.
Oh, Toronto? Oh,
No,
Toronto doesn't
I'm
even
talking.
matter.
I'm talking about kickoff. I saw you are talking about kickoff and
What are we even on about?
Yeah, okay, Paper X. Wow, guys, Paper X
Yeah,
won their
Paper
first
X.
international after choking 2 events. Wow.
Yeah, and Mind Freak sat on his phone in the coaching booth the whole time.
Yeah. Okay, can we talk about? Okay, this is what was making me and the guy in the call laugh while we were watching this. The end when they won, everyone starts crying. Here, wait. Can I have the VOD? Can I pull up the VOD?
I remember.
Okay, wait.
Was it when Patman started crying?
Yes. Okay.
Bro, Batman starts crying, bro. You've been there for 2 months. Let's chill
He
out
went
for a
through
second.
no hardship at all. He came in and they were the best team of all time. Zero hardship.
Okay. You see him. Look at them crying, bro. Look, like Jig's not crying that hard. He's not crying that hard. Like the Forsaken, a bit. Like did they show him? Look at him. He's the one crying the most. He's a weeping, bro. He's a weeping.
Patman act like he's the one that lost 2
And can we
finals
look at
with them.
Patman's career? When did he join? He joined here. He lost to Boom. He won 5 games in a row. He lost to RRQ in the lower final. He beat Team Heretics. He lost to Gen G, and then he went on to win. He has had 3 losses on this roster, and he's weeping. He's crying more than everyone else, bro.
Bro, he inherited a fortune and he's crying, bro.
It was making me die, bro. Because, like, if anyone, it's going to be like, Divine and Jink, who were there since 2021, qualifying to events and losing. And them and Forsaken lost 2 in a row and something who's been there. All of them face so much ridicule. And it's just Patman, bro.
okay. Like to be fair, you know, like he's like this emotional moment, you know, like they won. Oh.
Alright, bro. Alright.
All right, all
Yo.
right.
On that note, let's just move on to PRX overall. I want to say something before everyone talks.
Yeah.
Something is and has been overrated.
No,
I know
no.
it's
Bro,
not
they
just
just
this
won.
tournament,
You
bro.
could have saved this
He
if they
played-
lost, bro.
He played so bad this tournament, bro, and like I've been
No.
saying it,
No,
this
he
dude's
didn't.
a fucking flick one trick. The only
Nope.
thing he has to prove for himself that he
Nope.
deserves to stay on this roster is random fucking
Nope.
flicks with an op, because that's all he can fucking use.
You're lying.
And if they had a different fucking duelist, this team would be unstoppable.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're just lying now.
wait.
You're
Where's
just lying.
something's point? Where is the rest of his team?
Yeah. Okay, wait. This is how I
Where's
do
the
it.
rest of
Go
his team?
up. Go to rounds. Sort by rounds. Alright, now look.
Now what?
This dude's the duelist, bro. Look at this. Look.
Yeah, he has a 1.0 KD. What are you hating on?
Yo. Alright, bro. Yeah. 1.0.
1.0. We're acting as
He
if
has,
a
he has a
1.0 is bad, bro.
9.6 KD, bro. He broke the KD record.
Okay.
Dude, for
Okay,
real.
Hades, you average like a 0.6 KD in ranked.
Bro, I
Yo,
dare
he's
you,
not
bro.
wrong, actually. You know what? He's not wrong. I take it back. Something's low-key goated.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro immediately starts shit talking. He's like, yeah, no. Okay.
He's radiant.
But
You're
genuinely,
bronze.
I agree that something is overrated, but I don't think he's like horrible. You know.
No,
I just don't think his roles fit as well with his team. Like I feel like
Yeah.
this is a problem with Paper X, right? Like you always talk about Paper X, like this is a problem when they were bad. Like it's like who can you replace? Because Forsaken literally plays everyone's roles better than they do, right? Like he's the best duelist on the team. He's the best initiator. He's the best smokes, and he's the best sentinel.
Jing's the best duelist.
Bro,
But yeah.
Forsaken is a better duelist than Jing. Forsaken's a better Neon. He's a
Disagree.
better Yoru. He's a better Jet. Jing is a better Raze. 3-1.
Yeah. But Raze is literally the meta right now. Like, if you think of
But you
duelists,
can play
think of
Neon
Raze.
instead of Raze, and you can play Yoru instead of Raze.
Yeah. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I don't know.
Anyway, but yeah, no, congrats to Paper X, man. They truly, if there was a team that deserved this, it was Paper X.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly did not see this because what was it? They lost to, if we go back. Oh, this was last year, I think. Wait. They lost to Boom. Like they were out of it, and they almost lost this game to DFM. If they lost this game to DFM, they wouldn't have made playoffs. I think, right? If they lost this OT, this 13-15 OT, they just none of this would have happened, bro. DFM would have made playoffs. DRX would have probably gone to Toronto. It's just crazy timeline, man.
This is the greatest run of all time to.
All
right?
because Art
it
went
clears
9
the
and
FBX
23.
run, right?
Um,
It clears the FBX one, right? Surely.
I wouldn't say it's the greatest.
Huh? Wait, how?
Like,
They
if you go back
through
from
the
this
whole
moment,
run, they from the DFM because that's when Patman joined. From that moment, like that is still a run, no?
You know, I think
That's
if you're
it's
only
the
talking
greatest
about
run
one
of all time.
tournament, like if you're talking about like this and then one international, I think yes. But if we're talking about like a year, I think EG's run from what was it, like bottom of the like worst team in Americas all the way to champs winners.
They
I
were
think
worse.
that's a better
They were
run.
never worse in America. They were never
Yeah,
worse
bro,
in America.
they were like considered pretty bad. When they got 13-0'd by Loud, from getting 13-0'd by Loud to being world champions.
Yeah, they got 13-0'd when they. I mean, was that in playoffs? I don't know. They
No,
weren't
that
they
was
already
before. That was in
qualified or
stage
no?
one. That was the regular season.
To be fair, like they ended 4-5 in stage one.
Yeah, from MIBR
They
chosen
were a middle of
clutching
the
up
pack team.
to upsetting in playoffs to getting Cinderella run to second.
They were
to
never
winning
the
champs.
worst. It's a crazy. I don't think it's better than Paper X though, because
I don't know. I think if you're only talking about Tokyo, then I think Paper X is better. But I think you take champs as well. I think EG's run is better. Anyway, wait. So do we have the tier list?
Yeah.
I think tier list is fun, but I do think that there's something we should do instead that might be more fun, which is go over all the teams in Toronto, and then I think we should go like over or under like where they place in champs compared to this tournament. So for example,
if-
like Fnatic
don't
got
like it.
second. Do you think they do better? Yeah, exactly. That'd be under. That'd be under.
Okay, so Paper Rex, I think they go under.
Yeah.
Under.
Okay, unless you think they win.
Under.
Do you think they win?
No.
No. Okay,
Under.
so everyone's going under. Fnatic, I go under.
Ooh.
I think they are favorites to win the event, but it's like 10% chance to win. You won't see any other team that is better than
over
10%.
under,
so...
over under. One more.
Yeah.
what,
Let's
they
just
make
say
it?
over under.
Fnatic.
If they make it?
What do you mean? Do they make it?
No,
Of
no,
course
no.
they
Like
make
how?
It,
So no. So it's
Over and
over
under on
under
what,
how
though?
how they performed in this
okay.
tournament.
So you see
For
this
the-
number
That's
next
just
to the
not how
team?
over under works.
Do
That's
you see
not
this
how it
number
works.
next to the team? Do you think
Over
Fnatic
or
will
under
go
for
under
for
second
champs?
place?
Okay, under.
Okay,
under.
under.
Wait.
Alright.
Wait.
Over.
Under for the entire.
I go
the
over,
entire
I
top
go
Wait, is
three is
under like first place or is under like they do worse? Because if you go under by
Worse.
numbers, it's like
Under. Okay, bro.
Oh.
Under as in placement in this tournament,
Bro,
bro.
we just made it so Okay. Let's just say better or worse. Better or worse. They place
Better,
better or
better.
worse. Better or
the
worse.
whole top three does worse.
I agree with
I
the whole
agree.
top three. G2
Better?
does better.
G2
Better.
Better.
Gen G
I think
better.
I
Gen G
think
does
they
better.
do worse. I think they do worse.
better, way better.
Better. I
Way
think Gen
better.
G does
Okay.
Gen G
better.
better.
I think they do worse.
Sen
Sen
worse.
does way worse. I don't think Sen makes America's
worse.
playoffs.
Whoa!
Okay.
Smoking a
Yeah,
crack
no,
pipe.
no, I
Smoking a
disagree,
crack pipe.
I don't think
Same-
I don't-
same place.
Sen is gonna lose
Let's
out
move on,
America's
though.
and they're
Let's
not
look
gonna
at
make
move on.
champs.
look at their group. Look at their group and say that with a straight face.
Okay, wait, what's their group? It's
Stage 2. Look at their group and tell me you believe
okay,
that with a straight face.
C9 in groups, they beat them.
Yo!
C9 in groups
Tell me
beat
you
them.
believe
T2
that.
beat them. EG Yay diffs them. 2G they have spikes. They're gonna diff them.
You
and
realize they
beat
can go
Period.
2 and 4
Nah,
and make playoffs, right?
nah,
They could go 2 and 4 and make
No,
it.
but they're gonna go 1 and 5. They're gonna go 1 and 5.
No.
They're gonna go 1 and 5.
They
You know
have
what?
the
Furia,
group
who
of
do they
death.
have? Who do they have?
Go
Yo,
be
he
rage,
drops 50 on
babe.
them,
They have
bro.
a loss in Durango.
Okay,
bro.
but I do think they're gonna
Alright.
do worse. I do think they're gonna do worse.
I
Spike
think
could win.
Sen's like the same,
2G
bro.
could win with Spike.
Yeah, I
maybe,
think there's a chance for them to go 1 and 5. But everything has to go right.
No.
Yes.
No.
No, that's not happening.
Everything has to
let's
go
move
right.
on. Let's
In
move
the
on.
group
Let's
of
move
death.
on.
XLG worse.
Yeah.
Under, yeah.
Better, I
Actually,
say.
do worse. No,
I
actually,
think
do
they
worse.
do
They do worse.
They have to
RQ
get 5th to
worse.
6th.
I don't think
brother.
RQ makes
RQ
champs.
worse.
Worse,
Alright,
yeah,
and
I
then let's
agree.
go to Swiss.
Better?
Who do we have?
Better.
Better.
Worse.
Better.
Oh.
VLB,
Worse.
Billy.
Worse.
Heretic's
Better.
better.
Worse.
Better.
Whoa.
MIBR.
Team
MIBR. I
Heretics
don't
are not
think
making
MIBR
champs,
make
bro.
champs.
Team Heretics are not
What?
making champs.
Wait, actually,
Alright,
Yay.
Bros is rage waiting
Wait,
for
No,
content
okay,
now.
okay. Look at
Bro's
stage
rage
2 of
baiting for
EMEA. Look at
content
stage
now.
2 of EMEA. Where's EMEA?
So, beside Gen G, which
Heretics.
what team?
Okay,
What
so
team
BBL
again,
are beating them.
we have made
Foot are
better?
beating them. Vite are gonna bounce back. Giant X, they have Ara. And General Mates, they have Sayonara, right? Or am I
So you
making
think they're
things
gonna
up?
go 0 and 5?
No, I'm making things up. They have what's this guy? VCAC. This guy's insane. I think they're gonna go. I think their mental is
I agree.
broken.
I
They're
actually
gonna go
agree.
0 and
I agree.
5.
I agree. I agree.
Team
They
Heretics
were
are
gonna
ass.
go 0 and 5. I agree.
MIBR, they're gonna do better.
Yeah, they'll do better.
Okay.
So beside Gen G and MIBR, we have only 2 teams that are in better. You didn't even put it.
Team
G2,
Liquid,
G2,
MIBR,
Liquid.
G2.
Liquid, Gen G. So 4 teams.
Who is your favorite for champions?
Oh,
D2.
wait. My favorite.
Obviously,
Alright, bro.
I'll say Fnatic.
What if?
Or
What
Gen G.
if? Hades, what would you do if they make a run like to it, but then they drop RB and then they win?
You wouldn't see me again, bro. You wouldn't see.
Yo, he was silent for 10 seconds pondering it. You wouldn't see me again. That's
You
crazy.
wouldn't see me again. Okay. Do we want to go over who we thought the top 10 players would be?
In what,
Who
champs?
they would be?
Yeah, no,
Nah,
because we
that's
had a
too much.
prediction of
That's
top
too
10
much.
for this event. This event, we had prediction for top 10 players.
Nah. I think top 10 is so
I think
volatile,
we can just say
bro.
we thought it was going to be Aspaz, Jemkin, and Rugger. Those were like the 3 that were picked. the
I can.
most.
Yeah. Aspas,
You know what? Wait.
Jemkin,
How
yeah.
about this? We have one more thing. Who do we think will do better next tournament compared to this one?
Like players?
just did
No, joking.
That's
joking.
the same thing.
Well, Tarek.
No, just like who do we
Tarek's
think
the
did
bottom
like
of the
mid or
scoreboard.
bad? Who do we think it did mid to bad in Toronto? Who will
Aspas.
recover like for next?
I think
tournament?
Aspas will do better.
Aspas.
I think Aspas will do better.
I think Mini Boo will do worse.
Probably Tarek. Probably Tarek as well.
Yeah,
Tarek
Tarek, he's
will
the
do
bottom.
better.
I think Josh Seki.
I think Riens will do a lot better.
I don't think Josh Seki.
Bro, Team
Riens had an
Heretics
off
are not
tournament.
making it, bro. Team Heretics are. Even if they make playoffs, they're not making it, bro.
And then the other
Riens
player,
I think
Riens
Foxy
is
9 is
definitely
gonna
gonna be
play.
high.
I think Nat's definitely. Nat's
Ooh,
0.88.
Nat's
is definitely
0.88.
gonna do better. Apparently he didn't
Foxy
scrim with
9.
Liquid at all, so that's why.
yo, wait, I'm gonna
Foxy 9 and
make
Riens are
a
gonna be
crazy
higher.
shot. I'm gonna make a crazy
Jemkin
shot.
and
I think
Rarga, oh my god, the number 2 and number 3 most best players predicted.
true. I think Patman will do even better next tournament. That's my crazy shot.
Alright, bro, stop the Cleese.
Yeah,
bro.
but Paper X will do worse. Paper X will do worse.
I think
who do
Paper
you-
X will do worse, but I think Patman will do better.
Can we? Wait, what's left? Are we good?
I think we're
Is that
good.
it?
I have nothing else to go over.
Can we move to thread of the week?
Okay, what's the thread
Okay,
of the week,
bro.
bro?
Yeah, open up
put
thread
a
of the
lot
week.
of them.
I
Yeah,
chose. I chose. I chose one. I
It's
chose
in
one.
general. Yeah, it's a
It's
really
in
good
general?
one, bro. It's a really
Is
good
this one
one.
important info?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have to read this out loud.
There's just something undeniably Bro, I'm not reading this, bro.
No, why not? Why not? Hey, I can read it for you. I can read it for you.
Read it.
Do you want me to read with my worst voice, the voice that's talk about? Do you want me that kind of things? And
No,
No, I do not want that voice whisper in my ear.
Yeah, you
Okay,
better
okay.
don't. Yeah.
There's just something undeniably captivating about femboy. No, bro, I can't make myself. I was trying.
Yeah, I'll
to
do
be
it.
funny.
I'll do it. I'll
Okay,
do it.
do it.
I'll do it. Let me. I'm just gonna.
If Tech wins champs without RB, I'm ending it, bro.
Give me a second.
Not
Give me a
because
second to
of,
pull
they
it up.
didn't. Not because RB didn't win it. They won without RB. Because VCT have gone all the way down the drain, bro.
I'm home alone, bro. I'm home alone. No shame.
Bro, that's not why I wouldn't want to read it, bro. That is not why I
I
wouldn't
don't
want
care,
to
bro.
read it.
That is
I don't
crazy.
care. Context is needed, bro, and I'm okay.
Okay.
Alright, there's just something undeniably captivating about femboys. The perfect blend of soft, aesthetic, and bold confidence that breaks all the traditional modes. I love the way they play with fashion, rocking skirts, thigh highs, or crop tops with absolute flair, all while radiating charm and authenticity. That mix of masculinity and femininity isn't just visually appealing, it's magnetic. It's a rebellion against boring binaries, and I can't help but admire the courage and creativity that comes with expressing yourself so. Femboys don't just look good. They carry an energy that says, "This is me, take it." And I'm definitely taking it. What draws me in even more is the attitude, playful and often wrapped in a surprising depth. There's a softness that doesn't exist, a strength being apologetically. It's endless charming. Whether they're posting selfies, cheeky captions, confidently walking down the street in pastel colors and eyeliner, boys exude luring kind of self-awareness. They know they're breaking norms, and with style, it's ass. It's impossible to not love that kind of energy.
I will say though.
Thank
I
you,
will say though.
Lucy.
Wait, what was this one?
Yo,
I feel like this one deserves a shout. This one deserves a shout.
Yo, do not click on the link.
Yeah,
Do
no,
not
okay.
click on the link.
So basically, it says she bad. Wow, I just saw Jing's mom profile. She's very hot. Za za za. And then everyone's cooking him, and he decides to respond with the proof. I can't click these because we'll get this video taken down. But
And then, yo, you gotta go to your post, man. You gotta go
Wait, I gotta go to my post.
Oh no.
Yeah, you gotta go to your post. I want you to read it out. I want you to read it
Okay,
out.
so this is my DM to Miss Pearl Sojitianto. Are you Jing's mom? Because clearly greatness runs in the family. I just found my new champion. She hasn't responded yet, but I feel like our future together is gonna hold some water. You might see me on stage for champs this year.
Holding her hand.
Holding her
Definitely
hand,
get to see RB
cheering for
on
Jing.
stage.
For my new stepson.
Nice try, Cub.
Are you gonna cheer? Are you gonna cheer for Jinx when you're gonna play against RB in final?
Well, it's a
Yeah,
conflict
who
of
you cheering
interest. I mean,
for?
listen,
Wait,
Jing
what
might
if,
be
what
my
if RB
stepson,
sees
but
you talking about? What if RB sees you talking about Jing's mom like this? What's he gonna think?
what do you mean? What's he gonna think, bro? What? What are
Oh,
you
haven't told
implying? What
anyone
are you
yet?
implying
You
that,
haven't
with
told
that?
you haven't told everybody yet?
Do you think RB is jealous of me? What?
I
Maybe.
mean, there's a difference
Maybe.
between jealousy and
Listen,
you know.
bro. Me to RB is not the same as RB to me, bro. That's all I'm gonna
That's
say.
all in your head.
Listen,
That's
listen.
a mental barrier.
I have a big enough heart for multiple people.
Alright, bro. Alright.
Alright, anyway.
Alright, let's end the podcast. Let's end it, bro. We're
and
done.
this is what way off topic. I don't even think we recapped half the teams, but
No, we did.
well, but
Good
yeah,
enough.
I think that's it. So, like and subscribe. Come join the Discord. The link is in the description. If you want some Valorant coaching, you can come watch my perspective, because I'm an amazing coach. I carried
matter of
Revoke to
fact-
Immortal 1.
That's true. That's true. I'm immortal now.
Can you show your clip? Can you show your clip?
Oh, yeah,
wait,
and then you gotta show your clip.
Oh wait, which one? The panda clip or the
No, the fade one. The fade one.
Wait, send it in general, because I don't. Wait,
On the
which fade one?
feeds.
They're both on fade.
Oh,
They're both on fade, bro. Here,
Hold on, I'll
okay,
find-
here,
hold on.
find it and I'll play the other one. I'll play the panda one.
Yo, you might be doubling Fade's kills, Cypher, but you are the worst player on this team by far. You are awful. I just want to let you know that.
You get great.
Take that. I did an ace right here. Turn the game around right now. Come on.
The Cypher proceeded to rage quit after that, but do you have the clip?
I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I can't find it. Alright,
Bro, what did they change your name to?
Oh, we don't talk about that, bro. I'm being
Alright, I said it, I
alligated,
said it, I
bro.
said
I'm
it.
being
guys,
alligated.
this is the prime coaching you can get.
3 and 2 and 4. 3 and 2 and 4. Your ass, bro. 3 and 2 and 4.
That's a prime Okay, I wasn't doing that bad, bro. Look at this. 3 and 2.
You did not end that game good.
Let's pull up the tracker.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
Okay, anyway, like I said, like and subscribe, join the Discord. That's it. Bye. Dang.